The Incredible Voyage of Tilly and the Sky Bubbles. In a small, windy town on the edge of the sea, there lived a girl named Tilly. She was the kind of kid who asked, why, 100 times a day. Why are stars pokey? Why do clouds look like mashed potatoes? Why don't shoes grow on trees? Her questions drove the grown-ups bananas, but they made Tilly special, because asking questions was her superpower. One breezy evening, just after brushing her teeth and trying to sneak a second cookie, Tilly heard a sound. Not a normal sound like a cat meowing or a car honking, but something different. It was like bubble pop pop pop, but gentler, floating through her open window. She tiptoed over in her fluffy slippers, peeked outside, and gasped. Bubbles. Giant ones. Floating in the sky like jellyfish made of soap. They shimmered with every color, blue like blueberries, green like fresh grass, gold like summer sunlight. And each bubble had something inside. Were those tiny flying bicycles? Without a second thought, Tilly climbed out the window. A soft wind curled around her like a blanket and gently lifted her toward the bubbles. She didn't fall. She didn't float away. She just rose, like a leaf on a breeze. "Welcome," said a voice, and out of the largest bubble zipped a creature with enormous glasses and wings made of feathers and springs. Name's Captain Piffle, Chief Navigator of the Bubbleway Express. Tilly blinked. "Are you real?" "Real as rainbow cake," Captain Piffle grinned. "You've got questions. We've got answers. Come aboard." And just like that, Tilly hopped into a bubble powered by curiosity and a teensy bit of fizzy banana juice. Inside, the floor felt like squishy marshmallows, and the control panel was made of buttons shaped like question marks. "Where are we going?" Tilly asked. "Wherever your biggest question leads," Piffle shouted. "Hold tight." Suddenly, whoosh! The bubbles zipped through the clouds. They zoomed past flocks of accordion-playing pelicans, rainbow waterfalls that float upward, and bridges made of spinning pancakes. Their first stop: the Museum of Lost Sounds. Tilly tiptoed inside and saw shelves full of forgotten noises, the sound of a turtle hiccuping, a grandma sneezing while laughing, and the legendary sound of a baby's giggle inside a pickle jar. She laughed so hard, she almost floated out of her socks. Next stop, the upside-down playground, where kids from every planet slid up into the sky and swung on vines made of licorice. Tilly made friends with a boy who had 7 knees and could do the moonwalk upside down. "I once asked how bubblegum would taste in space," he told her. "Now I know, it turns into singing glitter." On and on they traveled, to the ocean of forgotten dreams, where sleepy sea turtles carried messages from kids' dreams that never made it to morning. One turtle nudged Tilly gently. "You once dreamed of flying with a lemon-shaped dragon," it said. "You should try it. The lemon dragons love new riders." And then came the final stop, the Great Library of Tomorrow, hidden behind a waterfall made of whispering wind. Inside, the books weren't books at all, they were bubbles too, each filled with a future memory. One floated into Tilly's hand. It showed her riding a bicycle made of light through a city in the clouds. "That's me," she said. "I haven't done that yet." Captain Piffle smiled. "You will. But only if you keep asking questions." Tilly beamed. "I will. 1,000,000 of them." As the adventure came to an end, the bubble gently floated her back to her room. The stars were twinkling, and the sea whispered soft lullabies to the sand. She climbed into bed, her head buzzing with every weird and wonderful thing she'd seen. Just before she drifted off, a tiny bubble popped beside her pillow. Inside it was a note. "Keep wondering. The next ride leaves when your next big question begins." Good night, explorers. Until the next question calls.